Welcome in to folks around the country. Sunday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium. Opening night here in this brand new season between the New York Mets and their crosstown rivals, the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The date that's been circled for weeks is finally here. It's opening night. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 New York Yankees.
With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Masahiro Tanaka gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a good sinker. Not necessarily his go-to pitch, but a pitch that can be effective and he will use, especially when he needs a ground ball.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Ready for baseball in the Bronx as Curtis Granderson steps toward the plate to get this one underway. And a new season is underway as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Tanaka into his motion. Here's the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Headley near the bag at third. One down.
In the second spot tonight, third baseman, number 5.
Striding into the box, David Wright. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Bases are empty, one man out. Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike one.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he?
That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now. 3-2. Line down the left field line. Hooking just foul by a matter of inches that time. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. To first. Teixeira's up with it. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, first baseman number 21.
Lucas Duda gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Mets 0. Yankees coming up. It's crosstown action on Major League Baseball, the show. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Matt Harvey is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit to third. Throw by right is in time for out number 1.
Batting second, left fielder, Brett.
Stepping in, Brett Gardner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Hit to first. Duda's up with it. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, designated hitter,
Alex Rodriguez gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Ground ball left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. After one, no score. Yoenis Cespedes makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Gardner. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Batting fifth.
Here's Neil Walker.
Neil Walker.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Tap foul at home plate. Tanaka's ready. 0-2 on its way. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number one.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there, and he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
Juan Lagares will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
One of the great things about having a crosstown rival, as a visiting player, It's a lot like a home game. You're not dealing with hotels, airports, travel. You get to sleep in your own bed, stay in your routine. It's a big plus.
Here it comes, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. You know, that's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Michael Conforto set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Chopped at the plate. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Mets. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Mark Teixeira.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch right there on a 2-2 to finally strike him out. But he got a good look at his pitches out there. So this is one of those at-bats that you can draw from later on in the ball game.
Here's Carlos Beltran. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed that time by Beltran, and he's retired here for out number 2.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
Chop foul right at home plate. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes will wait on it, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. It remains 1-0. Asdrubal Cabrera steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
And you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Ball 2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Ellsbury. 1 away.
The right fielder,
Curtis Granderson in now. Hopped out in his first trip. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Oh, and Chase had some trouble with it.
the third baseman, number 5, David Wright.
Digging in now, David Wright. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Grounded back up the middle. The second for one. On to Teixeira, and it's in time for the double play. The side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Chase Headley will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Third
They're
baseman.
still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Swung on and chopped up the middle, backhanded. And Walker's throw is right there for out number 1.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro settles into the box for his first chance. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit to short. Cabrera's up with it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Batting 9th, the shortstop.
Didi Gregorius will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Lucas Duda is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
First baseman number 21, Lucas Duda.
Squared that one up just a little late. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Tanaka gets the sign. Here it is on 2-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Chopped down the third base line. Foul, says the third base umpire. Here it comes on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Beltran is there. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Neil Walker is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Mets are out on top, 1-0. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Hit on the ground to short. Cabrera's there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Alex Rodriguez digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Hard hit towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
It took him a little while, but this high-powered Yankee offense finally breaks into the hit column here. Let's see if they can do anything with it now.
Mark Teixeira will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
1-1, here it is. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail this one 1-0. Travis d'Arnaud heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Skied into straightaway right. Beltran is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Juan
Lagares is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Tanaka pauses. First pitch on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Lagares runs. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. We'll see Carlos Beltran lead it off when we get back. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mets lead it 1-0. Carlos Beltran will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So 1 away now for Brian McCann. Into the windup and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Chase Headley stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch inside, the throw, and he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
And when you're still searching for your first extra base hit of the game, this will work as a nice substitute. He's into second with the old single and a stolen base routine.
Trying to hold the lead. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. His first steal of the year, and it comes here on opening night. Here's the 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
Here's Starlin Castro. Yes, he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Asdrubal Cabrera makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. This is pulled into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
Curtis Granderson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this 1-run lead.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Dylan Betances is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night. David Wright will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. There's 1 on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Lucas Duda will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if you can put those other ABs behind him.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Beltran has a read on it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Betances is ready. Coming at him with the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a gorgeous flip to second. And with that, the side is retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. Didi Gregorius will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he is into the hit column here in this new year. His first hit is a double.
Yeah, not a lot of offense to go around for these guys so far. It's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, but at least this one's an extra base hit and goes for a double.
Jacoby Ellsbury will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
On his way to pitch number 75. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. No one out with a runner at second. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Grounded up the first baseline. Duda's got it, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
The 0-2 home. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready with the 0-2. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, he's done a pretty good job here of rendering that leadoff double useless. He's come back with a ground out, then a strikeout, and so now it's going to come down to a 2-out base hit if they want to score right here.
Alex Rodriguez will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
The 0-1 delivery. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Looped out towards short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here in the Bronx, getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Neil Walker will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Neil Walker.
Batanzas sets. First pitch on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, maybe a little bit extra on this 2-2 fastball. Here it is on show track, and you can see it just burn off that inside corner. That's a tough pitch to handle.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
1 out, nobody on. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Line softly toward the hole, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's Juan Lagares. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runners on first with one down. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw in time at second, and McCann has nailed him trying to take second base.
You know, with just the slim lead that they have right now, this is still anybody's game. So you hate to give away base runners in situations like this. Now, if it's your elite base stealer, go ahead, let him fly. But right here, this is a tough out for me to give away.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down quickly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Mark Teixeira steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Out in front of it, strike one. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Teixeira able to lay off again as they don't want to give in. It's 3-1.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Wow. And this might be just what the crowd needs to get off their hands a little bit. Last thing you want to do on the mound is hit a guy and have the crowd come to life against you.
Here's Carlos Beltran. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
A line drive over the head of Cabrera and on into left center for a base hit.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's already made the change. That's going to do it for Matt Harvey. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the two runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Antonio Bastardo is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Antonio Bastardo.
Brian McCann will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. Shot foul at the plate, and will do it again. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that's all about playing the percentages there. They bring the left-hander out of the bullpen to get the better matchup, and he obliges with the big strikeout.
Here's Chase Headley. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? One there. On to first, and it's dropped. And the inning will continue now as there are two on with two away.
The batter, number 14.
I'll tell you, this manager, he's probably seen enough. I mean, two things you've got to avoid: walks and errors, and we've seen both here this inning.
Starlin Castro gets a shot now with two men on and two away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
He's set. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with two on and two away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You're running out of chances here. It's the 7th inning. You can't let this rally go to waste.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Conforto going back on it, still going back. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
Oh, hard to pick a better spot than this to come up with your first home run of the year. This is a location mistake, pure and simple, and he doesn't miss it. He drives this one over the wall to give his guys the lead.
Your attention, please. Now
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Gilmartin.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Three runs already home here. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. That's wide. 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Brett Gardner will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Look out. 2-0 now. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Two down, runners at first and second. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex.
Hansel Robles will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
For the Mets, number 47, Hansel Robles.
Alex Rodriguez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. That's by him for strike 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
Struck him out, but the damage was done as the inning is over. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and New York has taken a 3-2 lead. Andrew Miller will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Andrew Miller.
Leading off the inning, Michael Conforto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to play it is Castro, and he's got it for the first out.
The shortstop, number 13,
Asdrubal Cabrera will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Here comes the first pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Beltran has it in his tracks, and that's the second out of the inning. Curtis Granderson ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First offering on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Way outside. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
David Wright will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And a fastball for Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. first pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
0-1, here's the pitch. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
Yep, same pitch. Right back to the inside part of the plate, and he gets caught looking at it again.
2 out with the man at first. And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Oh, what a good job of keeping it alive with 2 outs. You just got to keep the line moving right now. And now you move that tying run up to second, plus you get the go-ahead run on at first base. So if this next guy could follow this single with a gapper or something like that, this game might get turned on its ear.
Here's Lucas Duda now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Goes to third with it, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Of all the times to not be on the same page, this is going to hurt. This is going to move that tying run up to third, and more significantly, it'll move the go-ahead run into scoring position at second.
He got him, and the tying run is left stranded at third. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Yankees 3 and the Mets 2. Mark Teixeira will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Mark Teixeira.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. In the dirt here. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
And this is almost certainly going to be ruled a pass ball. That essentially turns that leadoff single into a leadoff double.
2-0 count. Here it comes. To the hole left side, and it's through. A base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Yeah, you might have seen the shortstop bird dogging him a little bit there at second base. And that's going to open up a good-sized hole on the left side of the infield. And as you see, the ball just gets shot right through that gap to put runners at first and third now.
Brian McCann gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Little dribbler up the third baseline. Right. Oh, my. Bare hands it. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit. Great stab, but they extend their lead as the runner comes around to score. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Jerry Blevins will come on now in an awfully tough spot, as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Jerry Blevins.
Chase Headley will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. One and one.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. One and 2, here it comes. And this is fouled at the plate. The 1 and 2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. And now a curveball blocked by Darno. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Well, that's a big insurance run there. It comes rather cheaply. You're trying to keep your guys in the ball game, but this won't help the cause one bit.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And reined in, one away.
Well, here you go on show track. This is a cut fastball that he winds up making contact with down near the handle. And it winds up an easy pop out.
Here's Starlin Castro. Into the seats, 0-1. sent on the ground out to second. Walker has it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Didi Gregorius stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show as we are back at Yankee Stadium for the beginning of the 8th.
Your attention, please.
So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Yoenis Cespedes. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Chapman has the target. Here's the 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right
there. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through it.
Here's Neil Walker. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bases are empty, one man out. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. One out, nobody on. Now a swing by Walker as he powers this one high in the air out to deep left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's one pitch away from doing just that.
Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Great at-bat there against the guy that's just 1 out away from finishing this up. I mean, you've got one job to do at the plate, and that's to get on base any way you can. Now, even with 2 outs, game's not over yet.
Juan Lagares will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. He's set. Now the pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Hot shot to third. Gloved by Headley. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Starlin Castro. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 5-2. Good night from the Bronx.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs.